Hello everyone. Today this 5 minutes video will give you a brief explanations about the international business approaches. We know what is international business. It simply means the exchange of goods and services, resources, knowledge and skills among individuals and business in two or more countries. That is international business. That is, it will take place beyond the geographical limits of a country, right? Not only the international movements of goods and services, but also of capital, personal, technology, and intellectual property also. What is intellectual property? That is like patents, trademark, know-how, and copyrights. So it involves cross-border transactions of goods and services between two or more countries. Okay. Our economic liberalization and globalization policies also have an impact on the fast expansion in international business. Actually, international trade will help us to earn foreign exchange, optimum utilization of resources. It helps us to expand and diversify and increase competitive capacity. Also, we can get benefits from the government. Here, after meeting the regional needs, countries are targeting to export, right? So, the surplus products we can export to the foreign countries. So, there will be an increase in export. So, ultimately, economic growth will happen. It will also create employment opportunities and helps to improve the standard of living. Okay, these are some of the importance of international trade. Here we are focusing only on international business approaches. That is ethnocentric approach, polycentric approach, regiocentric approach, and geocentric approach. The strategy actually advocated by Douglas Wind and Perlmutter. Okay, we can see what these approaches are saying about. Okay, first one, ethnocentric approach. Under this approach, target market is own country. That is, here we are giving more importance to domestic country. That is domestic market. Actually, the company is going for internationalization, but their management orientation is home country orientation. Okay. That is, they will formulate their strategies and their product designs and their operations according to the taste of national markets and our domestic customers. Okay. They consider domestic market is superior. So their marketing strategy will be extension of domestic strategy to foreign market. So the company will export the same product design for domestic market to foreign countries under this approach. Okay. So we can say the maintenance of domestic approach towards international business is called ethnocentric approach. Clear? You can say some Japanese firms such as Panasonic, Sony are following ethnocentric approach. Next level strategic approach is polycentric approach. Here we recognize the importance of the inherent differences in overseas market. So the underlying belief of polycentric firms is every country is different. So the management orientation is host country orientation. They will perceive each market is distinctive or different, and they will give importance to the differences between home country and foreign country. So here what happens is, that is whether in the case of policy formulation, strategy formulation, design, that is the product design, the company will give more importance to host country's environment. That is as per the host country's culture, host country's customs, laws, government policies. They will give more importance to the preference of foreign customers. Okay. That is, the company will give more focus on the conditions of the host country in policy formulation, strategy implementation and operations. Clear? Next is regiocentric approach. At this stage, the company will consider the regional environment, for example, Asian environment. That is, they will design and formulate policies and strategies according to Asian environment, that is their law, culture, policies, etc. In simple sense, if a company operates successfully in a foreign country, they will think about exporting other neighboring countries of the host country. That is what is happening here. So here management orientation will be regional. That is regional orientation. Here our perception is a market can be differentiated on the basis of common regional characteristics. Okay. In short, a regiocentric company views different regions as different markets. That is, a particular region with certain common market characteristics is regarded as a single market. We are ignoring the national boundaries. You have to remember that the firm will consider the region as a uniform cultural segment. Okay, and they will adopt a similar business strategy within the region but not across the region. Okay. For example, we can say Nike, the world's largest athletic shoe maker. In 2009, it's reorganized its brand into 6 geographies. The regions include North America, Western Europe, Eastern Europe, Greater China, Japan, and emerging markets. So that's all about regiocentric approach. Lastly, geocentric approach. Under this approach, the entire world is just like a single country for the company. They select employees from the entire globe and operate with a number of subsidiaries, and the headquarters will coordinate the activities of the subsidiaries. Here, each subsidiary functions like an independent and autonomous company, formulating policies, strategies, product design, human resource policies, and operations. So, here the management orientation is global orientation. Here, our perception about market is entire world is a single market. That is, they will use only one standardized marketing strategy, that is global standardization. For example, we can say Coca-Cola. They adopted this strategy by selling its popular soft drink with the same content, same packaging, same branding and advertisement themes worldwide. So here the company studies similarity in consumption pattern around the nations and develop and produce for universal marketing. For example, we can say heavy duty earth moving equipments by Caterpillar and Harley Davidson motorcycle is produced in one country but consumed worldwide. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching.